All right, and we should be live. Chris, let me know if we're good. I think the video stream should be playing right now. Let us know where you're calling in from the chat.
Yes, sir.
My name's Brandon. I've got Chris, the idea guy, Baden, who is sitting with a black T-shirt and a black background, so he looks like a floating head. Come on out or say something so you'll pop up.
I'm not just a mannequin. I can talk. I'm here, and actually, I'll also be moderating the chat tonight.
Yes, he will. So appreciate that, Chris. So yeah, guys, Chris will be kind of answering your questions as we go along. I will do a live Q&A at the end. I know you guys are excited to learn how to create an income online. That's why you're here. We're going to go through some slides, explain some things, how a real online business works, not like a scammy, sleazy, like cash machine, recruit your friends, like all that, those kinds of businesses, but like a real online business that will provide you a real income and a real lifestyle. If you learn a real skill set, imagine that, right? So hopefully you guys are excited for that. Let us know in the chat again below the video if you're just popping on where you're calling in from. We'd like to see that. And if you do have some questions, we are going to do a live Q&A at the end again. So, you know, kind of we recommend you kind of hold those until the end. But if you have a few throughout the broadcast, Chris will be able to answer those as we kind of go along here. Close down Facebook, close down YouTube, turn off the TV, whatever. Pay attention here. This broadcast of training is going to last about 50 minutes. After that, we're going to do some testimonials and a live Q&A. And all total, we're going to try to get out of here in about an hour and a half. We'll see how it happens. But this is the last live broadcast we're going to do for a little bit. We've got some cool stuff we're working on coming up. So if you're watching this next week, right now, today's February 1st, you'll probably see a replay of this broadcast. And for those that are here with us live right now, congratulations on being here. We have a special gift for you guys that you're going to get access to. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. Chris, let me know when we're good to go. We good? Are we good to go?
Oh, can you hear me now? Yeah, you're good to go.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right, how you can replace your income with a laptop or smartphone and start living the life of your dreams right now without being a tech expert or needing any prior online marketing experience. So here's what to expect during this workshop. Secret number one, within the first 3 minutes, you're going to see real people just like you that have used our system to replace their full-time incomes within only weeks to months of getting started. They're now firing their bosses, getting out of debt, taking care of their families, traveling the world in style, and impacting thousands of people. Secret number two, I'm going to reveal the 3 pillars needed to build a 6-figure internet business and our simple method that makes it easy for you to only master one of those to achieve the same results without having to pester family and friends, knock on doors, or slave away for hours every day in front of your computer. And secret number 3, our simple online business shortcut that smart people are using to make as much as $4,000 per customer within a very short period of time without wasting time and money on scams, products you don't need, or things that just don't actually work. And when you stay until the end, I'm going to answer all of your questions live, and you'll hear from people in our community just like you that are doing this right now, building a business on the internet and getting life-changing results. Now, after this training, you will feel incredible relief that you finally found a safe and supportive community and an easy blueprint to follow to make a real, legit income online. Here's a little about me. If you guys read my my emails, watched a couple videos, you know, I'll tell you guys my story a little bit, but just to quickly recap and make sure everyone's kind of on the same page here, and you know why I'm talking to you guys and what we're here for. I'm a West Point graduate and former U.S. Army captain. I graduated the academy in 2007. Ended up deploying to Iraq. That was my first deployment with when I was a platoon leader, and then went to a couple different bases throughout the time I was active duty. Ended up going to Afghanistan with the 82nd, and then came back, and then became interested in figuring out how to write my own paycheck. So I actually got out of the Army, became an entrepreneur, but I've probably gotten scammed out of more money than anyone watching this webinar. It was not an easy road, not an easy path for me. So if you guys came to this workshop and you're a little skeptical about this whole making money on the internet thing, or you're worried about scams and all that kind of stuff, I understand. I've been scammed myself, and in fact, I've lost a lot of money. So I'm going to go into some detail about that in a second. I'm a full-time online marketer. I've been doing this for 3 years, earned multiple six figures over the past 2 years. Just actually cracked this. I should probably update that. I just cracked the 7-figure mark. And I'm founder and CEO of Team Phoenix Marketing and a couple other companies. And I've coached thousands of people on how to create a legitimate and lucrative income online. Here's what I'm not about. I'm not going to flash a bunch of commission checks, a fat bank account, or some fancy cars to prove to you how successful I am. For me, getting to take my son to the park on a Tuesday afternoon when most other parents would have to be at the office is validation enough that I've made the right choice. I get to set my own schedule. I can travel whenever and wherever I want to. I don't stress over bills, and I'm helping my parents to be able to retire. And the personal freedom a profitable online business provides is amazing, but what is truly special is the kind of impact it can have on others. Now, I am proud to show you some of the lives we've helped to change and brag a little bit here, because these are families that are getting out of debt and single moms able to provide on their own, dads that get to spend the day with their kids, daughters retiring their parents, couples traveling the world together, and college and high school dropouts that were told they never amount to anything and now make more in a month than their former teachers make in a year. We're all ordinary people just like you. If you search this hashtag on social media, Team Phoenix Freedom, you'll see a lot of these stories. We have many, many more I haven't even uploaded, and because I've been too busy over the last few months putting together our program for you guys. But we're all real people. You can check out the Facebook profiles. You can read the comments. You can see the dates. You can see the people when they quit their jobs. They're traveling, they're snowboarding, they're off surfing. They're traveling to Europe for a month, and you got to figure out or you got to realize they're doing something different. Now, I'm going to show you what they're doing and how they're able to achieve those incredible lifestyles, and we're going to show you some real numbers on what some people are making here. So you kind of have a frame of reference. But because we're going to throw up real numbers, we have to give you this quick income disclaimer to make sure we're all on the same page. Okay, so even though you will see many people in our community earning thousands of dollars online, and when you become a member, you will receive access to the exact same training, software, and resources that they have used to achieve their results. Your results are entirely up to you. No one signs up for a gym membership and gets an automatic six-pack with their membership card, right? It takes dedication and work over time. We teach sound direct response marketing principles and social media marketing strategies that will work for anyone, by the way, that are simultaneously time-tested and cutting edge. Our system is proven to convert to the tune of $10 million plus in sales. We cannot and do not guarantee we'll ever make a single dollar online, however. Only you can guarantee that for yourself through your mindset, ability to be trained, commitment to self-education, and consistent execution in the income-producing activities that will grow your business. So let's go through a few of these stories for you guys. Amy Claire, starting in January 2017, each month I made more money than the previous month until I was able to replace my corporate paycheck. Quit my job to do this full-time 7 months after starting. And to top that, the very next month, I made 10 grand. I can never make that at my corporate job. And she's a former IT manager. Aaron Fraser, it's been crazy. I put my trust in this dude I met on Facebook, and he taught me how to build a business online. I thought this would just be a little side income, but now it's way surpassed that. Took him 53 days to quit his job, $57,000 a month in August. Really amazing results. He's earned hundreds of thousands of dollars in less than 2 years here. Candace Benson, for years I played small, breaking free from the chains of what you should do in life and moving into one that is filled with things and experiences you must do is extremely liberating. She now lives in Bali full time. That is, she went there for 6 months to try out the lifestyle, practicing yoga and hanging out in the jungle or whatever she likes to do. But she's building her business online. And then she came back to Vancouver for a few weeks and decided, well, I love that place and I'm going back. And now she's moving out there for permanently here in a day or two. Carly, I feel like I'm living the story of It's Too Good to Be True. I've been doing this for just 5 months, and this is next level stuff. I made enough money to supplement my husband's income so we can work locally rather than distant like he was, and now I'll be going full-time online soon. 15K in her first 3 months, really great results. Blair, when I got started in this, I was 90 days away from losing my house. This has been the best decision I've ever made. Earned 6 figures with us. Draper, for anyone who believes they are stuck doing the same job because it's all you know, that's not the case anymore. The online world doesn't judge or ask for a degree to make 150K a year. I wake up and feel like I am living a dream daily. I've never been so sure about something in my life. Took him 7 months to quit his job, earned 160K in commissions in 12 months. Garrett Francis, when I started this, I was up in camp for all but 8 to 10 days a month, and I didn't have more than an hour or two each night to focus on my business after a full day. But using that time consistently, I was able to leave the oil field, focus my time on what I like to do while building my business. It was a bit of a slow start, but I stuck with it, and the hard work eventually paid off. Looking forward to the future. This is only just the beginning. Quit his job to travel the world and made $255,000 within 15 months. And by his own account, he actually started slow. Kayla, after being told I was topped out in my dental career, I found myself determined to take matters back into my own hands. Topped out meaning she wasn't going to get paid anymore. She couldn't get a raise, and she was 24 at the time. I've always had social media accounts and a desire to work online, just never had the knowledge of how I could use the internet for profit. But that didn't stop me. Quit her job within 3 months, has earned multiple six figures with us, contributed a lot of amazing content to our training at this point as well. Ashley Crooks, every morning I wake up and have to pinch myself to make sure this is real. I no longer have to wake up for an alarm clock and sit in traffic on my way to work. I've been doing this for just 6 months, and I've been able to fully leave the corporate world and make more money per month than I was ever making at my corporate job. And now I can truly control my own time and work from anywhere, anytime I want. And the best part is I'm so fulfilled doing it, and I can finally build my own dream instead of someone else's. And Taylor, when I came across this, I was struggling really bad, and I needed something to work. It's been the biggest blessing. I made more in a month of this business than I made all last year, and I did it from home. Earned 85 grand in commissions in her first 9 months. And then in the next couple months after that, she actually more than doubled it. And these are all real people. And I can't wait to put your picture up and celebrate your wins too. That's why, we love celebrating the success stories. We love it when people are able to go full time and quit their jobs and travel and do what, do the things they really had been wanting to do that, they didn't have the resources, they didn't have the time and money to be able to achieve. And so that's why we're here. That's why we built this community. And we want you to be able to do the same thing. But I have a confession to make. So even though I haven't had a boss in almost 3 years, and my online business provides me at least $40,000 per month personal income, life wasn't always like this. I really struggled as an entrepreneur and burned through a lot of cash starting off. In fact, I actually got scammed out of $78,000 investing into an advertising company. So if you guys, and it really was a scam. It wasn't just like, the company went under. It was like the company was not legit. It was a scheme. The owner ended up screwing over the employees. He screwed over all the investors. He's facing multiple multi-million-dollar lawsuits and, evading the IRS and the SEC while he's living in a mansion in Vegas and driving a Bentley. To this day, I was in a lawsuit trying to recover some of that money, and, we still haven't got it back. It was after that I got into online marketing. So I'd already been burned, right? But I didn't make any money for about 7 or 8 months. Imagine like going through an experience of trying to become an entrepreneur, trying to, become an investor, getting involved in something where I lost 78 grand in cash. And then the next thing I tried, months and months roll by with nothing to show for it. I was learning some stuff, but I was never getting any results. It was then when I finally made a whopping $740 within a single month. That was my first real financial result from this whole thing. It was only after investing everything I left, plus going into $30,000 plus into debt. I maxed out credit cards. I cashed out retirement funds. And that very same month, this had actually become my own. I was living out of my truck. I lived there for about 5 or 6 weeks because I couldn't afford gas, food, and money for gas, food, and to build my business and pay rent. It'd come down to that point. There was only, there's less than $1,000 in my checking account, and that was it. And so at that point, it was either I was going to make this work, or I was going to go, I was going to give it up. I was going to go try to find some kind of job and give up this whole dream of being an entrepreneur, give up the dream of having my own or setting my own schedule and making my own way in life, and just going and working for someone else, which for me, that was the red line for me. That was something I wasn't willing to do, because of what I had intended to do when I got out of the Army and the lifestyle I wanted to create. Now, on the bright side, within about 45 days later, I actually had my first $20,000 a month online. And I wasn't living on my truck any longer. So that was a nice change. I learned a few things. I put some things together. I learned enough about this industry that I was able to, at that point, actually get results. It only took me 6 figures and a year and a half to figure out, right? So why do you care about this story? Well, most make money online schemes are marketed as winning lottery tickets, and they take advantage of the uninformed and the lazy. Now, you aren't going to be uninformed after this workshop, and hopefully you're not lazy. So you need to hear the honest truth to become successful in this industry without losing your shirt, without risking going into debt, multiple six figures, or living out of a truck. Now, it's virtually impossible for the average person today to save up enough money to ever retire with dignity, with a normal job, and often to even get by, paycheck to paycheck. Technology is disrupting industries faster than ever, and even if you have a job now, your income is 100% dependent on the whims of an employer or economic conditions that you can't control. It's something you really need to think about. The internet is still young. You don't need any prior experience, but you do need to take action today to reap the rewards of this massive opportunity. So I learned the hard way what it takes to make money online. And I wanted to create a system that brand new people with limited time, money, and technical skills can just plug into, get real freaking results fast, and take charge of their lives with their own profitable business online. So I combine resources and experience with my original online mentors to bring you a truly transformational community, a marketing system, premier training within a very short period of time. We've seen so many almost unbelievable success stories that's become clear we're flipping the industry on its head. The kinds of stories you see here and the time frames you see them happen in, that is extremely rare. I mean, that stuff just doesn't happen everywhere else. And here, it's actually fairly common. We've already helped thousands begin total life transformations, and you will have the opportunity to join us in a movement that's quickly becoming an awakening. If you're willing to learn a simple skill set and put forth consistent effort, we can help you achieve an incredible lifestyle that most people only dream about. Now, this can be for you if you're tired of waking up to an alarm clock every day just to get to a job you can't stand, or if you love your career, but you're struggling to pay the bills and you're sick and tired of living a life and never having enough. If you want to travel and if you want to be your own boss, this can be for you if you want to spend more time with your family and have the money to do the things you really want in life. If you've got no nest egg or retirement, you want to make sure you and your loved ones have a secure future. And if you've tried and failed at businesses where you pester family and friends, you go to hotel meetings and home parties, only to end up with less money than you started with in a garage full of products you don't need, and pay close attention, this is definitely for you. And this is going to be a breath of fresh air. And if you're worried about failing because you don't have a lot of experience online, this is also for you. You're going to discover that this online business is 90% automated, which makes it easy for anyone to see success regardless of your background, as long as you're willing to learn something new and put it into action, right? And to actually do some work. So here are the ground rules. You got to do some work. This is not a push a button and get rich scheme. This is not make money overnight, push a button on your computer and money deposits into your bank account. This is not trading software, binary options, Forex, MLM, Ponzi schemes, money games, pyramid schemes, matrices, money gifting, and all that kind of stuff, right? This is not gambling. We teach you guys how to do a real skill set that actually has a real value in the market, that's going to teach you how to generate leads and sales online at will and to be profitable doing that. And this is no make $1 million next week. This is not going to happen overnight for you. We have had people make some money really fast, and we've had people make 7 figures, but they didn't make $1 million in a week. Okay, it's going to take you a lot longer than that. You're looking at many months to a couple years if you're wanting to make 7 figures with this. Really, committing to it, prioritizing your business, and learning the skills and putting in the work. But if that's a dream you have, there's no reason you can't achieve it, because we've had people do it with no prior success online at all. No time wasters or tire kickers. Our system's proven to convert. You are the only variable in this. If you don't work, this doesn't work for you. That's what that really means, and that's what it comes down to. So do I have your permission to be totally honest? If so, let's make a deal. I promise not to blow a bunch of smoke and sell you some pie-in-the-sky theory of how to make money on the internet. Instead, I'm going to tell you from experience what works, having invested over $100,000 figuring this industry out. But in return, I need your commitment to actually take action on the information you learn and start moving forward today towards your dream lifestyle. So do we have a deal? If so, drop it in the chat. Let us know right below this video. Just drop a comment in the chat. Just type in deal. Let us know you're excited, you're ready, you're fired up, you're just ready for a change. You're ready to finally learn something and put something into action put a plan into action that's actually going to get you some traction in life financially. That's actually going to teach you how this whole thing really works and how to achieve the lifestyle that everyone says they want. Everyone says they want more time and money. Well, we're going to give you an opportunity to prove that here tonight. Now, before we begin, do you already have online experience, or are you already 100% sure you want what we have? We're going to jump into the training in 2 minutes, but this is for people that have seen a prior workshop or talked with someone in our community. Maybe you had a friend that you've been talking with that recently quit their job. They're doing this full time, and you've seen the results that they got, and now you're just ready to go. If so, get ready to act quickly. So at the end of the training, I'm personally inviting you to join our community, get a 30-minute one-on-one coaching call, professional social media advertising training, and a 90% done for you marketing system. Now, that doesn't mean we do everything for you. It means most of the work is done for you. And in terms of the system and the automation and the sales process, and all you got to really do is go out and get leads, and we teach you how to do that. Okay, and we do a lot more. There's more to this that I'll cover in detail in a little bit, but the offer is $99. Okay, so that's kind of a no-brainer, right? And starting now, though, I'm actually offering a special Fast Start bonus that is only available for the serious action takers that showed up with us live. So if you're watching this broadcast right now, February 1st, and you're here with us live, I'm going to give you a special bonus for taking action on this, because you took that time, you made that commitment, you set aside some time in your schedule, and you showed up. Okay, and we're going to reward that effort with a special bonus here. And again, this is for people that already know how amazing our system is and are all in, committed to making money as fast as possible. If you still need some more information, we're going to cover that in the training in just a second. So what's included when you join now? For your Fast Start bonus, I'm going to give you access to the Entrepreneur Millionaire Mindset bonus training. So early on, when we had just started this program, we had so many people making money fast, and I felt it was really important to make sure they were also making the mental shift from employee to entrepreneur. So I actually paid $2,500 for a top business consultant and friend of mine, that was this discounted rate, to come in and train my team in this area. And I'm going to give you access to that training for free when you get started with us today, because you're here with us live. Like I said, when you take action now, you still get a 100% 14-day money back guarantee in case you feel this is not for you. So there's no risk. Money loves speed. I'm willing to bet that those serious action takers here with us now will begin making money faster than anyone else. And I'm fine with giving them an unfair advantage, because we want to work with people that have a winning mindset. We want to work with people that are serious about this, that are gonna make a commitment, that are gonna set something aside on their calendar, set aside something on their schedule and show up. That's half the battle right there. You show up at the right place at the right time, and magical things can happen for you. So go ahead and refresh your screen. If you don't see that orange button pop up, it should pop up right now just below this video. If you're on a mobile device and you maximize the video, minimize it, and you should see the button pop up. Refresh your screen if you don't, and you can get started right away. For everyone else, we're going to jump into the training. I'm going to give you a final warning. You can't unsee this information. So if you're not an action taker, if you're here, just for entertainment purposes, or just, you just want to learn something but never do anything with it, this isn't going to benefit. It's not going to benefit you very much. In fact, it's probably going to annoy you, because at some point in the future, 3 months or 6 months or 12 months from now, when you get that notice that the company's going under, or your job is no longer as secure as it was, or maybe you have your job but you're just frustrated because you're denied for taking that vacation when your family had planned it, or you're fighting through traffic an hour or two every day, back and forth, and you never see a light at the end of the tunnel. And you wonder, what would have happened? What would life have been like if I'd taken action on that opportunity? Don't have that regret. That's all I have to say. So let's begin. 3 pillars to a 6-figure online business. And you can take 6 and turn it into 7 if you like, if you're a little ambitious, but it all starts here, right? Find a product that people want, create a sales funnel that converts, and find high quality traffic. So let's talk about these. A product that people want. Well, you need to find the perfect offer. Okay, not just any offer, but you're looking for the perfect offer. Anything worth doing is worth doing well, right? You want to find a product that pays high commissions, and we're talking minimum $500 to $1,000 per sale. That's really essential, and I'll go into some detail why that is. We call that a high ticket offer. You want to find a product that solves a pain your customer is having, and it's a need to have and want to have, not just a luxury item. which a lot of high ticket products are, but something that people need and want, and something that's going to be recession proof. It doesn't matter what the economy is doing. People are going to still continue to buy. And you want to find a product you can sell online. If you have these 3 components, you're off to a seriously good start. So did you know that 9 out of 10 times when a purchase is made online, someone's getting paid a commission? Now, this normally happens behind the scenes, and as a customer, you probably don't even know this is happening, but what if you knew how to get the right offers in front of the right people, and instead of someone else earning a commission, some stranger out there, what if it was you? Well, there are some companies with affiliate programs you might have heard of: Amazon, Walmart, Groupon, eBay, Expedia, Best Buy, Apple iTunes, and the list goes on and on. Do a Google search of a company you like, followed by affiliate program, and see what pops up. They may call it a partner program or a referral program, but the bottom line is companies are willing to pay good money to people like me to bring them happy customers. That's what the whole thing comes down to. And soon to be people like you. Now, you can sign up for Walmart in their affiliate program. It's free and easy to do. Same thing with Best Buy, turn website visitors into cash. Same thing with Expedia. People buy or book hotel flights, rental cars through your affiliate link with Expedia, and you can make money on all those sales. But you can actually sign up with an affiliate network that have multiple offers that will pay you commissions in all kinds of different niches. There's NCN, ClickBank, Max Bounty, ClickSure. This used to be called Commission Junction, now CJ Affiliate, PureFly, OfferVault. The list goes on and on. I made money with most of those, but none of these have ever been my main source of income. And you're going to see why in just a second. So here's some examples of actual offers and commissions you're going to see off ClickBank. And I'm going to use ClickBank as an example. We're going to go through this fast, but I want you to understand the concept, not necessarily the details, right? So ClickBank is info products. How to lose weight fast, lean belly, breakthrough. And you'll see the commissions that you can earn for each of these products here. And there's hundreds of thousands of products on ClickBank. There's cooking food and wine. There's stuffing green products, really hot niche right now. All kinds of different how-to products, relationships and dating and financial advice and everything under the sun. Now, you're not looking at just what is going to pay you the most per sale. You're actually looking at what's going to sell best. And so it's not just potential earnings potential. Potential earnings potential. That's kind of funny. You're looking for your gravity score. Okay. And the gravity score means it's going to determine how well this product sells. If it's less than 20, it means it's probably a new product or a new offer. It hasn't, there's not that much data on it, or it's not selling that well. Not a lot of people are buying. Or if it's over 100, it means it's been around for a while. The market's kind of saturated. You have steep competition from the big players that have been in for a while, promoting that offer. And, it's going to be hard to make a lot of sales that way. So with this, ClickBank in particular, you're looking for a gravity score between 20 and 100. And what might happen, or what that might mean, is you sacrifice a little bit of commission for a product that might sell better. Okay, so you're leaving more money, or you're, not just chasing what's going to pay you the most. You got to look at what's going to sell, and that's a trade-off. But do you see the problem with all that? It's going to be really difficult to make serious money with such low commissions. I mean, you saw $12 and $16. You saw $120 commission in there, but even at $120, how many $120 sales do you need to make every single month just to replace your full-time income? And that's really just gross revenue. Imagine if you have to pay for advertising, the cost of traffic, the cost of tools and software, and the cost of coaching or seminars, or all the stuff that goes into marketing any kind of business online that most people never really consider until they actually get into it. And then all of a sudden making $120 a sale, that's going to barely get you by. It's really hard for the average new person to be profitable with that model. Stick with me though, because we've got that covered. We do have a proprietary high ticket offer with multiple product options within our program that we recommend for new people getting started. I'll talk about that a little bit later, but you don't need to go research on ClickBank. You don't need to go randomly Google things trying to figure out a great high ticket offer. We have spent hundreds of thousands of dollars and hundreds of hours of time doing that for you. And you get to take advantage of it. Now, create a sales funnel that converts. This is how you get people to buy. Sales funnel takes people from being interested in something to making a buying decision. And the goal is to convert cold traffic into raving buyers, people that have no clue who or what you are, never been to your website, to all of a sudden they go through this process And now they whip out a credit card and they're happy buyers. And you want happy buyers. You don't want to be scamming people. You don't want to be ripping people off. You don't want to be selling garbage. You want people that are going to love what you have to offer and buy from you over and over again. And if you can create a sales funnel that converts, it's like printing your own money. So would you trade $5 for one of these? Not a trick question. Just type it in the chat. If you said would trade $5 for one of these, just type in heck yes, exclamation point. Let us know. Because that's kind of what we're talking about here, just conceptually. If I was putting $5 or $10 into advertising and I'm making more than that back, I'm be pretty happy, right? What if I was putting $100 into advertising, I made $500 back? What if I was putting $1,000 into advertising and making $10,000 back or more? I would tell you, when you learn this skill set and you understand what you're doing and you have a good high ticket offer and a proven converting sales funnel, that becomes regular. That becomes real life for you. That has become real life for people within our community. We've seen as high as 50 to 1 return on their ad spend in a single month. That kind of stuff doesn't happen anywhere else that I know of. And so we'll talk about that here in a second, but it's pretty exciting. Now, because of something so powerful, something so lucrative, guess what? Traditionally, it requires technical knowledge, design experience, and marketing know-how. The tools needed can be expensive and it can take some time to get it all set up for the best results. Here's how a simple online sales funnel works. So I want you to kind of understand this, conceptually, what we're talking about here. People are online. They're on their phones, they're on their iPads, they're on their phone or laptops. A lot of times they're scrolling through Facebook when they're supposed to be working, and they're hanging out on all the normal sites you probably hang out on. YouTube and Facebook, Google, LinkedIn, Twitter, arguing with people or whatever. And they're going to see an eye-catching ad. Okay, and this ad is going to direct them to a lead capture page or a squeeze page. This is a website that has a very specific purpose. The purpose is to convert cold traffic into leads. Okay, it's going to make a promise, and in return for the delivery on that promise, you have to give up something. You have to give some information, a name, an email address at a minimum, at least an email address, in order to get the information that's promised. And at that point, they're going to get some information. Maybe they're going to see a sales letter, maybe a video, an offer to buy something at some point, right? Well, most people aren't going to buy right away, but because we have that information, because we're building a list, we're building an audience, and people are making a connection with an individual or with a brand, now we can continue to remarket. We can give them special discounts and deals, more content, and we can show them that offer again or another offer that's going to suit their needs, and a lot of people are going to buy. Okay, that's how this process works. But it's easier said than done. This is how they usually work. It gets rather complicated. Or something like this. This is an Infusionsoft campaign. Infusionsoft is one of the tools we use. It's commonly called Confusionsoft in the industry because it's really, really complicated. You need high quality traffic, a high converting capture page, high converting sales process, engaging and valuable email content, high quality, high ticket product, precise tracking through the entire process. And upsells and downsells are optional, but it can add a lot to your bottom line and a lot to your customer experience as well. But every single one of these pieces is going to cost you months to years to master on your own, and typically thousands, if not tens of thousands of dollars throughout that process, or to pay the fees to hire the right people that can do it for you. Believe it or not, you can easily spend countless hours, $10,000 plus testing your funnel to get the highest converting sales. And I'm talking about just testing. I'm not talking about actually profiting. Just seeing if something's going to work. You don't need to do this though. I'm actually going to show you an alternative that will save you thousands of dollars and a lot of time and frustration later. That's why we're here right now tonight. Now, the final pillar, high quality traffic. You have an offer, you have a sales funnel. Now you have to find the buyers. Well, what is traffic? Well, in the online marketing world, we often refer to visitors to a website as traffic. Okay, and without traffic, really nothing else matters. Imagine a shopping mall with no people. It's going to be really hard to make money that way, right? It doesn't matter if you have the best stores, the best brands, the best discounts going on, the best products, the best people selling, the best sales guys, the guys that can sell ice to an Eskimo, the Jordan Belfort type people. If no one's walking through the store, no one's going to buy. Believe it or not, every business out there is a people business. People buy products and services from other people. Okay, so traffic, when we talk about traffic, we talk about it oftentimes as a commodity, as this thing. But what we're really talking about is people. But guess what? Just any traffic, just any people won't do. So what you need is high quality traffic. That means your traffic, the people must match your offer. So here's an example. Let's say you're promoting a course that teaches women how to potty train their toddlers. Would you rather have traffic from a Facebook Moms group or traffic from an ad on Hot Rod website? Which do you think would work better? The more targeted your traffic is to your offer, the better it's going to convert, meaning more people will buy, and the lower your advertising costs will be. That means more money in your pocket. So if you have this formula right here, this is going to provide you the income you need to do whatever it is you really want to do in life. A high ticket offer that pays big commissions, hundreds to thousands of dollars for a single sale. A quality, proven, tested sales funnel that converts, the machine that's running, and high quality traffic, the right type of people to enter that sales process, to see that offer. That's going to give you the income you need to travel the world, to quit your job, to get out of debt, to pay cash for cars, to pay cash for college, to retire your parents, to invest, to save, to build a financial legacy for yourself and your family. 2 ways to profit with this. Method 1 is direct linking, otherwise known as direct to sales. That's really simple, quick, and easy to do. Pick an offer and send traffic with an ad. Method 2 is build an email list and sell to your subscribers over and over again. Let's say you want to pick an offer and use ads. You can simply put an offer out there. Put an offer in front of your chosen audience with ads. It's kind of like putting a sign in the yard, right? Some people might buy right now, but only a small percentage will buy at first sight. You can make money this way. It's typically seen a lot in e-commerce, but it's really not the best way to go about this because it can be very expensive to get your campaigns dialed in. It's difficult to scale, and it won't give you the ability to make that long-term, predictable, life-changing money. As well, it typically only works for low-ticket products, not for the high-ticket products, not for the products that are going to pay you multiple hundreds or thousands of dollars for a single sale. It takes an extremely powerful brand and personality to be able to do that. And it's only a very sophisticated advertising campaign of warming up traffic before you ever see people click to buy, multiple hundreds or thousands of dollars for a product. Very, very rarely seen. So the best way is to build a targeted email list. This is where you give people an offer that they can't refuse to join your list, a free report, a webinar, video training, discount code, or a coupon, maybe even a free product. We call it a free plus shipping, right? Just to get their information. We're actually losing money on an offer like that. You're giving people a $7 book and you charge them $4.95 for shipping. You're out $7, or you're probably out $6 or whatever if you're paying like $2 for shipping. Some people will buy your paid offer right away, but most will not. The good news here is you can keep selling over email and increase your conversions, making you more money. So this is how the online marketing pros do it. And this is a secret formula to 6 or 7 figures online, like clockwork. So here's an example from this webinar. You guys opted into a lead capture page. May look like this, may look different. We have a lot of different ones out there, but the bottom line is there's a headline, a button, maybe a picture, maybe not, but it made a promise. And you decided that promise was worth investigating. And you decided, hey, we're going to give you our name and email, a real email, so we can actually follow up with you. And somehow or another, you ended up here, which means this stuff works. So you're here right now on our free online workshop. It's actually not by accident. It's not somehow, building a list to succeed online success. And we have the tools and experience to do it. Okay. This is a very methodical, deliberate process. So the system. Lots of people are using this simple system to make serious online profits in all kinds of different industries. Okay. This is not just one single, method for making money in this space. There's anything that is marketed online. If you know this system, if you know this way of doing things, you can be extremely successful with it. And a lot of times when people learn this, it takes them a lot of times, if they're doing it on their own, a couple years. But once they figure it out, it's like multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, even 8 figures like clockwork, because they know what they're doing. Okay. The problem is a lot of people never get to that point because this industry eats them up and spits them out. They spend way too much time, way too much money. They get frustrated and they give up because it's hard to do it on your own. But with what I've shown you here tonight, you could do it all on your own. I'm not going to be one of those guys that says, you have to be here. You got to do it with us. You got to do it our way. You can figure it out on your own. People have, but you're going to have some obstacles. There are going to be two big problems you'll face if you try this on your own. Number one is your time. You will have to spend countless hours learning the ropes before you finally get success and start making money. And number two is your money. You're going to have to spend your money getting everything set up in your sales funnel and testing to make sure it converts. And this can easily cost you over $10,000. And that's really on the low end. I do not know anyone that has done this on their own that has spent less than $10,000 in this industry trying things out. In fact, most of the people that I know that did this on their own spent $20, $30, $40, $50, $60,000 maxing out credit cards, selling cars just to start making money. And guess what? Even then, I don't think most of them actually didn't do it on their own. Most of them had the right guidance. Most of them had the right mentors that kind of showed them the way. They didn't do a lot of work for them, didn't help them to the extent that we do. But they knew it better. They had a leg up, right? They did have some good advice, but it still cost them tens of thousands of dollars and months, if not years of time of failure over and over again before they finally got success, before they finally earned the lifestyle that they're living now, the lifestyle of buying the fancy sport cars, of buying, the houses, traveling the world, never having to wake up and worry about, what you're, getting to work on time. Because guess what? You get to work when you want. You don't have a boss. So now is the time to make money online. Like I said, if you're a super ambitious person, you could do a lot of research, watch a lot of webinars, buy a lot of info products and software, and try to put all this together on your own, maybe 60 to 90 days. I don't think it would be profitable. I don't think it would work for you, but you could put, the infrastructure together. If this became like your obsession and your focus, to build your own sales funnels like we have, you'll need ClickFunnels or Leadpages, Aweber, GetResponse, or Infusionsoft, ClickMagick, WordPress, HostGator, Webinar Jam, a shopping cart, merchant account solution. And that's really just a start, because then you'll need to find high quality traffic, a high ticket offer that's proven to convert, figure out how to sell it on your own, and then find high quality traffic from Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Google, etc. Every single one of those is a monster in and of itself to understand the nuances and to understand the targeting and what you're doing and how to really grow. But if you want click-by-click training, showing you exactly how we do all this, then we have the perfect solution. In fact, it's not just showing you how to do this. Like I said before, we actually do a lot of it for you. So this is what you need to get started online. You're going to need at least 4 tools to get started if you decide to do this on your own. Number one, you're going to need ClickFunnels or something like it. They all cost money. ClickFunnels is $100 a month, actually $99. I pay $300 a month for the Pro package. So that's $3,500 a year that I spend on that. Aweber's an email autoresponder, $228 a year, billed monthly, but for your subscription. But as you add more names to your list, you're going to spend more for that list and to mail those leads. I spend about $15,000 a year for an email list of over 100,000 subscribers, and that's one of 4 autoresponders that I use. There's ClickMagick, $792 a year, and that's a link tracking and filtering software. And Webinar Jam is one of the webinar programs we use. We actually use 3 of them, and that's $397 a year just by itself. So for these 4 basic tools, just to get started, to have a chance at doing what we're able to do, that's $2,600 your first year. And realistically, you're probably spending a lot more of that if you're actually in the game. You also need to know strategy. And don't forget about finding a high quality, high ticket offer that's proven to convert, meaning proven to sell. People buy this stuff. Hope you have a lot of cash if you go that route, because there's a lot of things out there, a lot of programs out there that promise, these overnight riches. But then what they don't tell you is they're going to upsell you 30, 40, 50, 60, even $100,000, getting you to, cash out IRAs and mortgage your house and do all kinds of crazy stuff to start a business and give you less support than we provide, way less support. And it ends up being just, kind of a racket. It doesn't deliver on the value and that's promised. And then you start off a business, an online business, $100,000 in the hole. That's there's way better ways to do this. So why don't you let us do the heavy lifting, 90% of the work, and save you a lot of time and money instead? So here's the deal. Team Phoenix is partnered with Global Affiliate Zone to bring you the most comprehensive internet marketing system to date ever developed. I'm going to show you step by step how all this works and let you plug into our exclusive bleeding edge marketing system. And when you become part of the team, you'll also be welcomed to our family and discover how you can make commissions of up to $4,000 per customer with our core offer without actually having to do the selling. So here's what this will do for you. You're going to discover how to get hordes of target visitors that are ready to buy from you. Getting set up as 100% point and click. If you can watch our YouTube video, you can do this. If you can follow along, all you have to do is plug in. You'll discover a stealth Facebook ads method that no one is talking about that makes it easy to get traffic flowing and possibly even make money from day one. Now, I do not guarantee you're going to make money your first day or your second day or your first week or your first month or even your first year. In fact, I never guarantee you're going to make money because I don't know if you're actually going to work. I know this system works. I know our training works. I know we've had dozens and dozens of people make six figures in their first year with no prior experience. I know we've had hundreds of people quit their jobs and do this full time, but I don't know if it's going to work for you because I don't know you. I don't know if you're going to do the work. That's what it comes down to. But it's possible. We have had people, because of our system, because of the automation, because this is an internet business that's open 24/7, 365, where you're going to learn how to deliver targeted ads right away to generate leads and sales on demand, that you can actually make money while you sleep. And it's possible to make money from day one. We have had people make upwards of thousands of dollars on their very first couple days in this system. So here's how our team automates 90% of the online business process. This is probably the most important slide here in this whole training. So if you're not paying attention, start paying attention now. If you have been paying attention and taking notes, make sure you write this stuff down or take a screenshot, take a picture with your phone, because I want to show you exactly why this thing works and what we're offering here. We hand you a high-paying, high-converting offer that's proven to get results. You don't have to go and spend years and $100,000 of your time figuring, or $100,000 of your money, figuring this out on your own, searching different offers, buying different things, hoping to find that one thing that's going to work. We know what works. We've got it. We have a proprietary high-ticket offer, multiple products in the health niche. These are real products, physical products you can actually hold in your hand. It's not air that we're selling. It's not something that's just made up. And it's reputable and has a retail demand for it. We go into detail of that within our coaching material that's reserved for our members. The reason is because, again, this is a proprietary offer and our sales process really, really works. We're the top producing sales team in the entire world for this offer. And so we want to keep it that way. We have a competitive advantage, and you can have access to it. You can actually plug in with what we're doing and have that same competitive advantage for yourself. But we don't reveal that publicly on this broadcast. We're gonna find out if you're actually serious about this, and find out if this would be a good fit for you first. We build and test your capture pages. This is going to save you a lot of time and a lot of money. Store manage your email list through our autoresponder, and we email those leads on your behalf, building relationships for you with proven copywriting. Copywriting is simply writing words that sell. It's a very valuable skill to have, and we're going to teach it to you over time as well. We handle sales presentations and webinars. Sales presentations and webinars. I sounded like Sean Connery for a second. Sales that convert between 3 to 7 times higher than industry standards. And we close sales for you. This is absolutely huge. You probably don't understand how big a deal this is until you actually see it and it working for you. But we process orders and handle customer support, saving you a ton of time and effort. And we conduct ongoing live trainings for you and your team, so you don't have to be the expert mentor. Our program does have leverage in it. There are residual income opportunities. There are team building and stuff. But unlike most of those home-based business programs out there that you might have heard of, that you might have been involved in, this is not a program where you have to rely on your team to produce. Okay, you don't have to rely on referring people and hoping they do some work. You can actually make an incredible income, multiple 5 figures in a single month off of your own efforts, your own marketing. This entire automated sales process working powerfully for you behind the scenes, whether or not anybody you happen to refer actually, is as dedicated as you and puts in the work that you do. And another advantage to our system, and one of the secrets to why this whole thing works so well, is there's a lot of different programs out there where they tell you, their marketing training essentially boils down to, hey, make a list of your family and friends and go sell them something. Well, at some point you run out of family and friends, but in any case, something like that, you're going to have to train those people that you refer and teach them how to do what you do. And you want them to be good at it, right? But if you're as new as they are, like it's kind of like the blind leading the blind. We understand that this is a totally new skill for a lot of people. And so we actually take on that responsibility for training anybody you refer so that they are trained to the same quality standard and can achieve the same results or even greater than you, maybe even faster than you. And you're actually going to be rewarded for that as well, because you are the one that referred them. And all you have to do is follow click-by-click training on setting up your ads and generating quality leads for our various sales funnels. In fact, you don't even have to find people. You actually just simply place ads that make them come to you. And these are people that you don't even know. When they raise their hand and say, yes, I'm interested, we take it from there and you get paid. This is a very different model than most any other home-based business opportunity out there. We're always chasing down people. You're always hitting up your family and friends. Come to the hotel meeting, buy my products, buy my stuff, burning bridges, this kind of thing. You never have to do that. So are you ready? When you join Team Phoenix, you get personal coaching, access to our team and resources, support groups, weekly webinars, weekly trainings, ongoing mentorship tools and training to ensure that your online business is a success, and Facebook ads training with step-by-step modules, and access to our Sleeping Giant product that produces commissions as high as $4,000 per customer and generated $1 million the very first month we launched this campaign with our click-by-click system, and millions more since then, not just in sales, but actually in commissions paid. So personal coaching, you're gonna get 30 minutes one-on-one with myself or one of our leaders to map out a game plan for your success. You're gonna have a professional coach assigned to you. This will help you get off on the right foot, and you'll begin seeing results quickly and know exactly what to do next. $499 value. Access to our team and resources. We want you to be successful, so we don't hold anything back. You're going to get access to our team for ongoing questions, support, and all of our team's resources. You're in business for yourself, but you're not by yourself. Our team is here to help you succeed in every way possible. And if you ever get stuck or you just need a little help, our leaders are here to help you along the way. We have a very warm and supportive community. There's always someone available 24/7 to actually, if you reach out, you can get a question answered. If you get a little stuck, no big deal. We're going to get you unstuck. That's a $4,899 value in team group, weekly webinars, and weekly training. So you're actually going to get ongoing training with our team to make you an expert, ensure you build your online business as big as you want. Now, if you come into this and you say you want to make an extra $500 or $1,000 a month, that's totally cool. If you say you want to make $10,000 a month, cool. If you say you want to make $50,000 a month, cool. We've had people do all of that and more. And you're going to learn from them exactly how to do it. It really just comes down to you whether or not you want to prioritize this business to achieve those results like that. And if you're going to learn the higher level skill sets, the basic skill is exactly the same to get results like that. But you're going to learn the higher level skill sets to really grow as an entrepreneur and to achieve those massive income results. And the lifestyle that comes along with that. We'll cover everything you need to start making money right away during weekly trainings. All trainings recorded, so you can always go back if you ever want to refresh on anything, and that's a $299 a month value. A quick story, a side note here. When I first was in online marketing when I was first starting to get a little bit of results, starting to make a little bit of money, I actually was involved in a program where I spent $500 a month for about 7 or 8 months to get access to a little bit of traffic in this mastermind group on Facebook. And just in this alone, we provide so much more value and so much more support than anything I had for $500 a month. Imagine that. Facebook ads domination training. Facebook is one of the easiest ways to get that high quality traffic we talked about earlier flowing into your sales funnel. Facebook knows everything about everybody, right? Basically, if you're logged into Facebook and you're online, they know every website you go to. They know every website you've been. They know what you like, what you don't like. They know how much money you make. They know your credit score. They know where you live. They know where you shop. They know where you work. They know how many kids you have. They like all this information. Facebook knows all that. And us as advertisers are able to find, the left-handed parents that live in Idaho and like ice cream. And we can put the right offers in front of the left-handed parents that live in Idaho and like ice cream, and that are going to buy our ice cream offer or whatever it is, right? You can actually dial it down to stuff like that. So you're going to get step-by-step training modules that will show you how to do it, exactly how to start making money with Facebook ads right away. And that's over-the-shoulder training. It's newbie friendly, retails for $9.97. We don't upsell it. We just give it to you because we want you to get the value out of it. We want you to do the work, and we know you need this tool. We know you need this tool to get the results. So that's why we just give it to you. $997 value. Sorry, I had to get a drink there. I'm a little congested today. Mentorship tools and training. Many of the tools you need to get your online business off the ground would easily set you back hundreds or even thousands of dollars. Now, you're going to get everything you need to start building a successful online business when you join the Team Phoenix community. And the tools and training is about $3,000 value added up. But the mentorship makes this whole thing priceless. It really puts it all over the edge. You're getting the exact system that people on this webinar have exclusively used to quit their jobs and design their dream lifestyles. So your investment, if you tried to build your own online business, you'd easily invest thousands of dollars in training and tools just to get started. And it's possible to do it on your own. But why? Why spend more time and more money than you have to? You know, when you join Team Phoenix, you get access to ongoing training and a team of success-minded people that are focused on your success. Everything you're getting today, it's valued at $9,694, but you won't pay anywhere near that today. Obviously, that's, you know, out of reach for most people, especially on a 1 hour broadcast. They don't understand the true value. They haven't actually opened the doors. They haven't seen what all we have to offer. So we originally planned to open the doors to this at $499 because at that price, it's really a great deal. $499, you're still saving thousands of dollars. The one-on-one coaching call alone would normally set you back $499. With a six-figure marketer, that's typically a pretty average price. That's my consulting price for an hour of time. It's actually going up here pretty soon. Some of my personal mentors have charged upwards of $5,000 for a single hour, believe it or not. So what's the actual offer here? Well, again, we want to make this as accessible as possible to anyone that's actually serious. Okay, we have some intellectual property here. We have a proprietary sales process that really works. It works very well. And so we also spend time on the phone teaching you guys and giving you a custom strategy. So we have to make sure you value that time. That's the only reason, we don't just give it away. We don't care about, making a little bit of money here. We care about finding the right people that are going to take this thing seriously and they're going to change their lives. So the offer is $99. $99 to get everything I just covered. Now, if you decide that this program is for you to cover the hard costs of the emails and the tech team, the compensate the coaches and all the stuff that we go into to do on your behalf, we charge $99 a month for the software, the tools, the training, the ongoing live calls, everything, and it's risk-free. No long-term contracts. You can cancel at any time. So if all this did was finally help you see a light at the end of the tunnel for some retirement security, would it be worth it? If all this did was give you a safe and supportive community of like-minded entrepreneurs that are rooting for you to become the best version of yourself, otherwise known as successful, would it be worth it? And if all this did was save you hundreds to thousands of dollars, hundreds of hours of your time to learn in this industry on your own, would it be worth it? I think the answer is pretty clear. So here's what you need to do. This is how you get started. Click the button below that says join our team. Create your Team Phoenix GZ account, and you can schedule your coaching call immediately and begin your system orientation and initial training. We'll then publicly welcome you to our community and celebrate your choice to break free from the rat race. And then we'll show you exactly how to start making a lot of money as fast as possible. So let's recap. If you want to learn how to build a profitable online business, not make a couple bucks here and there, but a really, truly profitable business, get started without technical skills or prior experience and save a bunch of money, a ton of time, and skip all the common mistakes most people make and start making real money, join these amazing leaders and thousands of others in our community. Click the button. Invest just $99 to start your own online business and change your life. So what's the catch, right? It sounds too good to be true. Why are you giving this so much for so little? Well, there's no catch. We're actually going to give you complete access to our entire training suite, marketing system, and community for a full 14 days to decide if our program's for you. Now, after that, you can go month to month and cancel your subscription at any time with no fees or penalties. But you won't, because we know you're going to absolutely love our team and the value you receive. Our testimonials speak for themselves. The only caveat to this is this is not 14 days to make money or quit. This is 14 days to decide if this is for you. If you're going to be committed to prioritizing your business, to prioritizing your family's financial future, and to committing to this program and doing the work it's going to take to get the results you say you want. Most of our top earners, people that have made $700,000 or $800,000 in less than 24 months, most of them didn't make money in their first 30 days. In fact, most of them didn't start making money until they've been already about 6 or 7 weeks. So imagine if you only gave yourself 14 days to make money or quit, and you could have been one of those top 6-figure earners or 7-figure earners. If they had only given themselves 14 days to make money or quit, they would still be working their jobs. They'd still have mortgages on their house. They'd still be making payments on their cars. They still wouldn't be able to travel like they've been able to over the last couple of years because of the opportunity, because of the business and the lifestyle that this has provided. So go ahead and click the button, refresh your screen, click the button below. It says join our team. It'll take you to this page. It is a secure checkout, and it is 100% money back guaranteed. Just like I said, we're not trying to pull one over on you. There is standard consumer protection guarantees on your card. We actually can't scam you even if we wanted to. So the only way you can lose is if you don't click the button to join us right now. So you watch away to this point. You want to build an online business that will set you free. Otherwise, you would have clicked away a long time ago. You would have gone to do something else, right? And you know you're not going to find an opportunity to get this much for such a low investment anywhere else. So seize that opportunity today. Get in on the exact system that's changed my life and will change yours. And we're going to hear from some people that have had their lives change right now, starting with Chris Baton. Chris, the idea guy. Chris, you there?
Yes, the floating head. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
Do we have some good questions throughout the training?
We do. I left a couple to get you started off in the chat, so you can answer those after I do. I don't know, share a little bit about my story.
Yeah.
But we had a good group tonight.
Awesome. So yeah, guys, I'm going to answer questions here in between a couple testimonials for you guys. We're going to try to keep this really short and sweet. Get all your questions answered and get you guys rolling. So, Chris, why don't you just come back out and tell a little about your story and how you came across this whole thing, and you can feel free to share how much money you made this month if you want.
I guess we could get into some results, right? Yeah. So my name's Chris. You guys saw me in the chat there, Chris, the idea guy. I'm the idea guy because I just start thinking of ideas until I find a way to make something work, make it happen. And I've used that in my life and it served me well. However, it didn't always make me the money that I wanted to make. And my goal is to make $1 million in a 12-month period. And I've been entrepreneurial. I had my first sales job when I was 24. I never did sales before. I was scared out of my mind. But I've been either commission only or owned my own business the last 7 years of my life, based here in Las Vegas. If you guys haven't been here, you need to come check it out. Yeah, it's Vegas. What you hear, there's also a lot of really cool, fun things to do here outside of just the downtown and all that. But I've been online for 1.5 years now. I ran an insurance agency before I did this. I had 5 employees, and I had to clear $20K a month just to see a profit. And what I noticed one day is that who comes in here? Hardly anyone. We do most of our business online or on the phone. So I was like, why am I paying for the lease agreement, all this payroll, workers' comp, licensing, insurance of my own, vendor contracts, marketing, blah, blah, blah. And so I started looking online. Unfortunately, I didn't find Brandon right away. I had to pay some tuition fees. Some of you guys were typing in the chat earlier, like, oh, I've been burned before. Like, unfortunately, so have I. They weren't scams. They just, I needed more support. I needed more community, because while the videos I've seen before were kind of helpful, these ones were click by click, and I knew there was a sense of community. And just perspective here, The place I was in when I was coming online, I'm married. I have 2 kids. So whatever decision I make, I'm leading my marriage and my family in that direction. My wife stays at home. She did at the time. She still does. We wanted to keep it that way so we both can parent our kids. I was just stuck in an office and wanted to, be with my kids more. And so for me, this wasn't I hope it works kind of thing. It's like, if this doesn't work, my family doesn't eat. So I did, anyone that's skeptical, I've yet to meet. You guys are all nice. I was way more skeptical than anyone I've talked to so far in the last year and a half doing this. My recommendation is this. Like, at this point, we're just some people on the internet. Do your homework. How do you do your homework? Buy in, spend the $99, click the button. If you're like half and half, or you want to do it, just do it. It's $99 and you're going to be able to see everything. Within a day or few days, you'll know if this is for you or not. We give you 14 though to figure it out. You'll go through a whole process. You'll get to talk to a coach that is getting results themselves personally. We're not after your 99. 99 does not feed my family. That the money is made in selling products online. And the reason this works for myself and other people is it's not technical. There is work. You got to follow steps and do stuff and place ads and all that, but it's not also reliant on your ability to sell. You get to use systems for that. And so for me, I just followed the system, and the results I got, guess how much I made the first month? $0. But my pipeline was growing. Like, this isn't a job. This is a business. You got to be patient, and it does take time. And my second month, though, I made $5,300. It took me 7 months to have my first 10K month. It took me 10 months to have my first 20K month. And we're at February 1st, and Brandon's giving me a hard time because I had a big month last month. I haven't even added it up yet, but it's going to be the biggest month I've had, so above 20K somewhere, which I'm just very grateful for. Those are really big numbers for me and my family. Wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for Odom putting up with all the stuff he's had to put up with to keep all this going. So thank you. And Sean and Mel brought me into this. They deserve a huge shout out because they all had to answer all my questions when I came into this. So spend the 99, come hang out with us, and Brandon, I'll let you take it back to answer some questions.
Awesome, man. Appreciate it. So yeah, guys, he's had a couple 20K months, doing pretty well. Check it out for yourself. Get started. Here's the couple questions. Is it just these 2 questions, or do we have any others? Or did you answer those other ones?
We have more. I'll start adding some more in there for you.
Okay, yeah, drop in a couple more. So a couple of questions I see right now. I'm not logged into the normal chat that you guys see. It just gets distracting while I answer other questions here. So I just get a kind of a roll up here. I like this one. Do I have to pay the 99? Nope. You don't have to pay the 99. Like, you don't have to do anything. We can't. We're not, holding the gun to your head behind your computer screen and being like, you have to pay $99. Like, you're here, you spend an hour of your time. Like, an hour of my time is worth more than $100. What do you value your time at? If you got some value out of this, if you learned something and you think this is a great opportunity for you to learn a lot more and potentially make a lot of money online in a really leveraged way and save yourself a bunch of time and money and get a money back guarantee on that 99, then invest it. If not, then, sign off now. We're not going to try to talk you into it. It's just we're giving you enough information to make an educated guess. Right. But I'm not going to be here forever, begging you to join for $100. We don't do that. We don't need to do that. We have people knocking down the doors all day long, trying to get into this. In fact, we have to turn some people away. I got a text from a girl earlier that we had to turn away. So, you have this opportunity right now, so take advantage of it. What are the stats on how many people make 6 figures? So I will tell you, we've had almost 50 people since we launched this campaign that most of them had no prior experience, that have made multiple 6 figures. And most of them did that within their first 12 months of getting started. We have had hundreds of people quit their jobs to do this full time. We've had over 1,000 people actually make money, if not a few more than that. And we have about 3,500 active subscribers right now within our system. So you can, kind of flesh that out. Of those active subscribers, most of them have been in less than 6 months. So in any other company out there, any other program out there, to find, people making 40 people or 60, 50 people making 6 figures a year with those offers or with those products, you're typically looking on average about a company of around 30 to 50,000 people, either affiliates or distributors or something, or members, for a very small sliver of people to actually be profiting. Okay. It's typically these gurus, these guys that hop from company to company, that come into something and, that's they bring over a bunch of people, and then 6 months later, they're on to the next thing. A bunch of people buy something, they don't get any results with it, and then they go and buy something else. Like that's kind of silly, right? So with our program, we have a very, not everybody makes money. I don't want to make it sound like, oh, you join, you're going to make money. Again, you have 100% chance of making however much money as you want to make, and your actions are going to determine whether or not you really want to make that income. But with our system, we pretty much eliminate most every excuse you could have for not achieving the results you say you want. Taxes. What if I can't? Or okay. So a couple questions. One person asked about taxes. I'll answer this question, and then we'll bring out one of the Amy's here, because I get this question pretty much every Amy Emmett. We'll bring her out. I get this question pretty much every time. I'm not a certified, tax professional. I can't give you legal tax advice. And even if I could, I can only do it for the US. We have people in Canada and Australia and New Zealand and Europe and all over the place. This is a global opportunity. So it's not just for any single country. But the bottom line is you're starting a business. So you're going to pay taxes as a business, whether that's as a sole proprietor, and it's going to be count against, your business revenue is going to count against your total income. Or if, as we will teach you over time, we will kind of mentor you as you make some money and you get to the point where you're bringing in consistent profits, you're actually going to want to structure, at least in the US, you're going to want to structure an entity like an LLC, and we can help you get that set up. And there's going to be some significant liability protection and tax advantages for doing that kind of thing. But it doesn't make a lot of sense to mess with that right away. What makes sense is to find out if this is for you, to learn the skill set, to start making some money and get your business to cash flow. And then you can convert your sole proprietorship into an entity over time. You are going to fill out a W-9 and get issued a 1099 at the end of the year if you are in the US, and if you make over $600. And then if you are in Canada, you will get issued I believe it's a T4. And then anywhere else in the world, the bottom line is you pay taxes to the person or the people, the group, the revenue service you got to pay taxes to, right? The cool thing is, because you are a business, this is not a job, this is not W-2 income. Even that $99, that is a tax deduction. That is, a write-off for you. If you choose to spend money in advertising, that's a write-off for you as well. So that's going to be pretty cool. That's going to be some significant advantages for you. We do have a lot of other good questions. I will answer those in a second after we bring out Amy. So Amy, you want to come out and tell your story?
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
Doing well.
Good. I found this opportunity about 7 months ago. I had literally just had my daughter. I think she was about 2 months old, and I had just gone back to work, and I was looking for something prior to me going back to work. I was trying to find something that would replace my income, something that I could do that, I could stay at home and it would replace my income. I was so unsuccessful trying to find something. Everything was just, would not match what I was making. And so I was really defeated. I started going back to work, and right when I stopped looking for work online, I found this opportunity. It just popped in my lap. And I was a little hesitant at first, but I put my full faith and trust in everyone really. The people that I was talking to, the girl that I got started with, and the webinar. I mean, I just watched the webinar and I put my full faith in it and got started and just haven't looked back. Literally, I can't even describe to you just how much I have changed. Not only like financially are things changing, but just as a person and with my personal development and everything just completely changed. I mean, my attitude has completely changed. I just feel like a completely different person now, and it's pretty incredible what this opportunity can do. I've gotten to go out and I've gotten to go to Vegas and meet a lot of people that I've been working with online and that I've just been chatting with online. And it's been pretty incredible. One thing that I'll just leave you with, it's a quote by Oprah Winfrey, which I love this quote and I say it all the time, but she says, do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. Just like let that sit with you for a second. Like do what you have to do until you can do what you want to do. That's just what I've just been living by, just getting stuff done and doing what I needed to do right now so I could provide myself and my daughter and my son a better life. And that's what I just suggest you do. Just go ahead and get started and see what it's really all about, and do what you got to do right now so you can provide that life that you want for you. That's all.
Awesome. Thanks, Amy. Appreciate it. So a couple other questions. Will this offer be here in what does it say? Will this offer be here in a month? What if I can't pay it today? Yeah, the offer's not going anywhere. There's not like any false scarcity or anything like that. I said before, if you are live on this broadcast and you're getting started tonight, I am going to send you a special bonus. That is an incentive to get started. The thing is, if you get started later on, your coaching call gets booked up, or your coach can get booked up. So you have to book, further ahead. And then there's also an opportunity cost with time, right? So, you can start a business at any point. You want to start it today and, for the rest of your life, reap the rewards of that? Or do you want to start it a decade from now when, online marketing is a very common thing? There's never been, early on, there was, a great opportunity for online marketing, but it was very technical. It's very difficult. You had to learn coding. You had to learn, if you wanted to build a landing page, you had to know HTML, and Java and all this other stuff. And now it's drag and drop. It's point and click, but at some point, the tools have become so easy, but there still costs a lot. There's a lot of cool tools you got to buy. There's a lot of things you got to do, a lot of integrations. There's been little to no effort to really bring in a comprehensive system like we have now. And now that we've done this, there's a lot of other things that are coming along that are going to add to that. Okay. And the people that understand the skill and are able to take advantage of that now, they're going to be set up for success rather than more so than people that decide like 5 years from now, or even maybe a year or two from now. So the longer and longer you delay, the smaller the opportunity window is going to be. There's always going to be an opportunity. If there's people, there's going to be a market, and there's going to be an opportunity to profit and to make money, right? But there's never a better time than yesterday, and the next best time is today. So, one question here is, what benefit do you make off us joining? We get access to the best quality people that are going to actually build a business online. Like I said, there is leverage within the compensation plan for the offer that we work with. And then we're also able to see data. We're able to see what works. We're able to see the split tests and the conversions on product sales. And we're able to find a lot more markets and a lot of additional ways of reaching out with our offers. what you will find is, I had a military background. With my advertising, with my marketing, I appeal to a certain audience, right? But there's someone out there, there's a person out there that only you will be able to speak to, only you can reach, only your message, your story is going to resonate with. And that person is only going to buy from you. Okay. And so for that person to buy from you, you need to be here and you need to learn how to do this for the benefit of that person too. So we do pay in terms of the $99, totally transparent here. We pay a 30% recurring commission on the software subscription. So that is, if you refer somebody, if you refer 3 people, your membership is essentially, you liquidate that cost. That's a very standard thing for software affiliate commissions, ranging anywhere from typically 10 to 50% for software referrals. That's very common in the industry. But that's not the majority of the income that you're going to create here. Okay, that's just really just a token thing. Can we choose what we decide to market / advertise? You can, but we highly recommend you leverage our sales funnels and our marketing material to promote our core offer. We have a core offer with multiple product options. Your coach is going to talk with you about that as you get a strategy session. And the thing is, I have a standing challenge. I've said this numerous times on different webinars. There's a lot of recordings. You can go back and verify for yourself. But if you can find something, another offer, like once you see what we have in here, pay your $100, go through our coaching material, get on your coaching call, and you have another offer. This isn't something made up in your head. This is something legit you can prove. And you got to be able to prove it by the numbers. You got to be able to write it out and show me the business model and the compensation plan. But if you can prove to me, you can find another offer that you could get started for less money, make more money faster, and get more of the work actually done for you, and for the same amount of work in terms of leads and sales, that you can make more money faster, I'll pay you $1,000. PayPal, same day, on the spot. $1,000 guarantee. Prove it. Go find it. Let me know. Write it down. Hit me a message. We'll get on a call. One person has ever messaged me and said they thought they could do it, and she couldn't. She just made it up. Literally, she just made it up on the spot. And I did the message for her, or did the call for her, and she couldn't validate it. Couldn't back it up. No one's ever taken me up on it. Here's a chance to make $1,000. Make money overnight. Here's your chance. Go through our program. Shoot me a message if you think you can prove that you can find there. You have something else. There's another business opportunity or something where you can make more money faster. Plus, one caveat here: it has to have leverage as well. There has to be a residual income component on top of the active income component. Okay. Even without that rider there, I don't think you'd find anything. But let me know. Last question here, and then we have some other questions. I'm gonna get Amy out here right after this. But this is a fun one. So what's your response to the multitude of scam claims on your business? Well, let's take Donald Trump. So he started this thing called Trump University. It was a high ticket educational program, real estate educational investment program, right? I think the top products were like $30,000, $40,000 or whatever. A lot of people called it a scam. He's president of the United States. Now, you might love him, you might hate him, but the bottom line is, for the next 3 years, he's president of the United States. Oh, and he's a billionaire. So, the thing is, if you ever do anything in business and life, if you ever put yourself out there, you are going to get some haters. If you are not getting haters, you are not doing anything, worth people's attention. That's the bottom line. Not that, you're not worth it, but it's just, you're not doing anything worth people's attention. And if you get people's attention, some people are going to love you. Some people are going to hate you. Me personally, I don't really care. In terms of scam claims on myself or this business, I only know of 2 of them. 2 of them online. You can go Google and find out if you want. They're both fraudulent, and they're both written by people with pseudonyms. It's not even their real names. One of them is literally a copy and paste review that he took from someone else, because he had certain price points on some product thing that we don't even have. He literally copied them from another review he wrote, because I'd seen that review before, and he, spammed a bunch of people in our community, and he sent me a message and, posing like, he needed some help. He was trying to build a business online. I gave him some advice. And then he turned around and created some kind of wacky review and trying to troll us. And I don't know why. He's probably just sad because he has, an unfortunate, unhappy life, and he'd rather hate on other people that are building incredible lifestyles than do the work to do it himself. And then the other reason is there's a thing called negative review SEO, where SEO, and this goes into another question. What's the difference between SEO and affiliate marketing? It's SEO is a method of generating traffic that you can benefit from if you're an affiliate marketer or just any business. So SEO, search engine optimization, is the art and science of getting a website to rank on the first page of Google. So if you search in Google, the people that come up when you search any kind of keyword, how to lose weight, how to make money, whatever, there's going to be certain websites that rank. And typically most people always, click on the top 3 websites. So if you, are the top spot on the first page of Google for a certain keyword, let's say, whatever, Team Phoenix scam, then you're going to get a lot of that search traffic if, you guys go off and try to research whatever, and then they're going to try to sell you something. They're going to say, oh yeah, this is an honest review, or this is what they do. And most of the time it's not even accurate. They don't even know what we actually do because we keep everything really proprietary. So they make up a bunch of stuff, and then you go back down through and you read through and you find out they're just selling some other program to you. Oh, don't join that. Come join this. We're honest. Well, if they were honest, they would be doing one of these webinars, showing their face and, telling their story, but they don't. They hide behind some kind of review that they just make up, and then they benefit from negative keyword search traffic. So hopefully that answers that question. Go research, go look up the hate sites on Mother Teresa. you're going to find a lot more than you'll find about us, right? Cool. So there's a lot of other questions. I'll answer those here in a second. Amy, Claire, you want to come on up?
Hey, Brandon, can you hear me okay?
Yes, ma'am. How you doing?
All right. How are you?
Pretty good.
So my story, I joined a little over a year ago, and I was an IT manager. I was working crazy hours with people on my team in multiple countries across the world. And you can't get all the different time zones to gel together. So I was working like 16-hour days just because of time zone issues, trying to keep everybody on the same page and keep projects moving and that kind of thing. And you can only put up with that for so long. You end up having no real life balance because everything you normally would have done for yourself in the evenings, including eating properly, you push everything to the weekend. And then for the weekend, you're just as busy because you're trying to catch up on everything you didn't do the week before. So you don't really have any time to relax and prepare yourself for the week coming up. So you can only do that for so long before you're noticing health issues and things like that. I mean, it's just not good to live that way for very long. So I started looking around because I saw in the office that it wasn't going to change, and there was nowhere to get promoted to. I was kind of stuck where I was unless somebody left the company. So I was looking around, and I knew I wanted to work for myself. So I started looking at franchises. And then when you get the franchise agreements, you realize it's not any better because you have to stay open the hours that the shopping center or shopping mall are open. And that's like 80 hours a week. So that's not going to be any better because you're not going to be able to start a brand new business with a manager that's going to be reliable necessarily, because it's going to take a while to find that perfect person. So I was like, this isn't going to work. And franchises are super expensive. I mean, the cheapest one I saw was like $60,000. Most of them are $80,000, $100,000, $200,000. So it's not even cost effective. So I didn't know what I was going to do. I was sitting on the couch one night, just scrolling around on the internet, trying to think of other ideas. And I came across this ad, and it was a girl sitting in the grass talking about this opportunity that she had found. And I usually don't click on ads in my newsfeed, but I clicked on that one because I was trying to look for options. So I wanted to know what she was talking about. And it led me to registering for a webinar just like this one. And I registered, I attended the webinar. And when I heard this information, I realized it solved all the issues I didn't understand how to solve, because I don't need to carry an inventory. I don't need to hire employees. I don't even have to maintain somebody else's schedule. I get to do things on a schedule that makes sense for my own life. So it answered everything. So I jumped in. I joined right away, and I got my coaching call. My coaching call is with Sean, who you might hear from in a little bit. And everything just kind of fell into place for me, because I already kind of knew what I was looking for, and I knew how much effort I could put in to changing my life, because I knew how upset I was with the way things had been going. So it took, I started making money in my second month, and each month after that, I made more money than the month before. And at month 7, I was making way more than I ever made at my corporate job. I turned in my resignation in month 6 to leave in month 7. And it was July 7th. I'll never forget the date. This past July was my last day at the corporate world. And then the month of July was my first $10,000 month. You saw the picture at the beginning of the presentation. And it's really changed everything, because now the stress is all gone. I've met people from the office for lunch, and they've even made comments about how the stress is all gone. They can see it. They see a difference in my demeanor and how happy I am now. And it's just a really good feeling to know that you can control your life the way you think it should be. You know, I've always wanted to turn my property into a homestead. I live out in the country, and I have time now during daylight hours to do that kind of work, where at the corporate job I never did. I'd only have Saturday, Sunday, and you can't manage gardens and things like that 2 days a week. It doesn't work that way. They need daily tending for a while until everything gets going. So it's just really nice to be able to control things. You can visit with parents, especially if they're elderly. There's all kinds of things that you can do when you get to control your time. So even if you're just thinking about it, I recommend you click the orange button and check things out, because you can meet your coach. You can check out the training modules. You can meet people in the community, and you can see how everything really works, and that everything is exactly the way we've explained it here. So that would be my recommendation. Click the orange button and check everything out.
Awesome, Amy. Thank you. Another question here. What type of ads will we be posting? Could you give us some examples of the kind of sales we will be making? We teach you how to authenticity marketing, right? How to build a brand, but a personal brand. Now that doesn't necessarily mean you have to, put your face out there and get your name out there and all that. But that's a better way to do it. People buy from people, right? People connect with people. People follow. A lot of things are moving towards, like, Rihanna, for instance. She's a celebrity. She has an Instagram account, 20 million followers or something like that. I heard this story from a guy that does a lot of Instagram marketing. Puma paid her to post a quick little ad, little spot, a picture of her wearing, some Puma shoes. And she did it for about 19 minutes on her Instagram, and they sold, I don't know how much it was. It was like tens and tens of millions of dollars of inventory so fast that they sold out, and she had to take it down. So people feel like they connect with that person, right? So we're going to teach you how to build an audience and a brand around yourself, your lifestyle, or your interest. You know, if you, I have a passion for Latin dancing. I've been doing salsa and bachata and some other dances for about 9 years now. And I run a dance night here in Phoenix. It's, you know, most successful social dance night in the state. Actually, we have hundreds of people show up. I learned to market it on Facebook ads, and, you know, and we have a great crowd and great showing. But if I want to build, and I have, you know, some pages, I have some Instagram accounts, I have some pages where I build an audience that is interested in dancing, you know, in Latin dancing. And then, you know, I monetize that with visiting artist workshops and, you know, different affiliate offers. And then also, you know, as a lead in to, you know, large events and festivals that we run. So that's one way to do it, and building an audience online and then bringing them offline into an event. Now you're going to learn how to do that in whatever, you know, you're passionate about. If you want to deliver ads or content, you know, talking about raising kids as a parent, you can build an audience of people that are parents, and then, you know, they're going to want to do, they're going to want to follow you. They're going to want to do what you do. Okay. And so we focus on opportunity type ads and training, and then helping you build your own personal brand. That's kind of what we focus on in terms of examples of kind of sales. You will be making high ticket sales with physical products in the health niche throughout our system if you are taking part in that, leveraging that opportunity. And in which case you can make several hundred to up to a little over $4,000 per customer. Let me add on to that. This kind of leads into another question we had. Do you get a percentage of our earnings? No, not directly. We get every product has a certain, I'm not gonna get into a lot of the details on the comp plan. Again, there's a 90-minute video in our coaching process that goes into this in detail, that it's well worth your time to go through and understand. But every product out there has a margin, right? So what happens within our system, the products that we market, is when you get started, you get a sliver of that, and then people that referred you get more, until the point where you actually get more, which happens pretty fast. And actually it moves up to the point after you make a certain number of sales, you actually can earn the full margin on the products. Okay. And so that's what we teach you to do and what we help you to do. And that's why so many people are able to make a lot of money really, really fast, is because it's not one of those programs where there's thousands of people in an upline or downline or whatever making all this, you know, little bitty, a couple cents here, when, you know, someone sells some laundry detergent or some skincare. In this case, you're able to make a really healthy commission, multiple thousands of dollars for a single sale from a single customer. Okay. So there is leverage, but we use that program, and we do it this way without adding upsells, because that helps you get results a lot faster. And if there was any other program, you know, out there we're using, if we were marketing lower ticket products, to get the same level of support and training, you know, to get the coaching calls and all the other stuff that you get, you would typically be charged several thousands of dollars. Okay. In any other kind of program, because, you know, the material that and the value that we provide is worth that. Because once you understand the skill set, like I said, you can make multiple six figures, you can write your own paycheck. One other question: if I'm particularly knowledgeable about high voltage switchgear, is that a viable market to try and advertise? Probably not with Facebook ads. That's really more of a B2B type thing. And I'm not knowledgeable on that. But if people buy that product, there, you know, other businesses, it sounds like a B2B type thing, construction companies, or, you know, maybe, you know, municipality like cities. That's what I would guess. Then, you know, there is a way to be the person those cities go to, right? Or those companies go to buy from. And, you know, everything is going online. If you understand how to do that and how to position yourself online, you can be that person. But not with our system specifically. The training we provide is valuable in and of itself. However, our sales funnels are geared around a specific offer with a core product line. Let's see. Ashley, you want to come on out and tell your story? Is Ashley there? She was. Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I was like, it's so dark.
Thank
How you
you.
doing?
Oh, nice. Good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Microphone tonight. Serious. Cool. So I'm Ashley. For me, my story, I was really, I went the corporate job track. I went to a good college and then got a job and just thought that was going to be life, right? I was told, that you just want to work your way up the corporate ladder and that's success. And that's how I define success, right? I was going to run a company one day is what I thought. But then I started getting into the job market and realizing that wasn't actually as great as it seemed. I went to a 4-year college, right, and ended up really like filing papers and really just paper pushing. And I was like, what is this? Like, what's my education for? And just went through different jobs with different things and really didn't find that security or promise that corporate America or the American dream was supposed to be. Every time I asked for a raise, it was, oh, I can't give you one, or you don't deserve it, or our company can't afford it, and whenever I asked for time off, it was always looked down upon that I actually wanted to take my days that were allotted to me, or I had to ask for a doctor's appointment. I was literally micromanaged if my lunch went over, over an hour, even an hour and 5 minutes. And I just knew I needed to find another way. It was fine for now at the time, but I couldn't imagine living 30, 40 years more like that. That terrified me more than anything else. And I started looking for things while I was working, but I couldn't really find anything that clicked. I found it hard to find something online. That's really what I wanted. So I had the ability to work from anywhere. But then last year, a little over a year ago now, my boss actually pushed me into finding something for myself. I was working at a company that had an unlimited vacation policy, and I had exceeded my goals for 2016. And my parents booked a trip to South Africa for their 30th anniversary, this once-in-a-lifetime trip. My family, I live in California, and they live in New York, so I barely get to see them. So I was super excited to celebrate this occasion with them. And my boss told me, I even offered to work on this trip, and he told me that if I went on the trip, that I would lose my job. And I just couldn't believe it. Just like that, they were just ready to replace me after everything I had done for that company and all the money I had brought in for them. I was just going to be let go over one thing. And so I decided to go on that trip and leave that job. And from that moment on, I knew that I was never going to let anyone control my time or finances again. And I was going to take control of my life. And so I started looking at all these different ways that I could do that. I literally watched almost every single webinar out there, or a lot of them at least, as I'm sure some of you have. And went to different seminars, tried to find different things, really was finding a way that I could, find that fulfillment and the life that I wanted. And ended up going to a real estate seminar thinking, oh, money's always in real estate, right? Ended up getting in thousands and thousands of dollars in debt from that, like literally $50,000. It was insane. And then, I came across this and I saw that it was only $99 and I had a 14-day trial. So I was like, why not hop in and see what this is? And I'm so, so glad that I did. I mean, it's been seriously amazing and everything, the system it works, and there's so much training, support, and mentorship for you. I've never seen anything like it. I've learned an entire new skill set, and I've learned more in these past 11 months I've been doing this now than I have at any of my corporate jobs. And every day is continuously learning and growth, which is one of the most amazing things. And in these 11 months, I've been able to exceed anything I ever made in corporate America. I've been able to make over 6 figures, and literally from working in my pajamas, and I can work from anywhere. My boyfriend and I, we plan on traveling this year and, going away for months and really taking that time for ourselves. And now I don't have to ask for any time off from anyone. And the best part is I get to help others do the same. And so, if you're here for a reason, right? Because you want to change in your life and you want something different. So I encourage you, just see what this is about. See if this could do for you what it did for me, instead of just, doing that same thing over and over again and just watching another one of these and not taking action.
Awesome. Awesome, Ashley. Thank you. Since you're going to be traveling so much, maybe you can come by and see us.
Yeah, we'll have to get to Arizona at some point.
It's not that far from California, so I hear. Cool. So, Jay Lee, you want to come out and tell your story? I actually skipped Jay Lee. I was supposed to bring her out earlier. Sorry about that.
Hey, Mike.
How you guys doing?
Good. How's it going?
Doing well.
Awesome. So Jaylee and Mike, and we are digital hustlers. What does that mean? We put forth all of our effort, energy, everything into hustling this online business. This right here, this platform. And that gets us results. Like, we put in energy and then we get results back. Way different from corporate America, right? So we started off, we actually met in high school. We did all the adulting, right? So we got married, had 2 kids, bought a house, bought 2 cars. I totaled a car, we bought another car. And we kind of realized, like, we were kind of stuck. I had a corporate job at state government, and I was making really good money. I was told, oh, you make more than you should for your age. And I'm like, that makes no sense whatsoever, but whatever. And we were kind of in a position where we were putting money on credit cards, bills on credit cards every month. And it was just getting like so stressful, the tension between us and everything. And I was just like, dude, I put all of this effort in my government job. Like, I bust my butt, and then I still get paid the same salary. That doesn't make any sense. And there's no raises at state government. You have to apply to get a raise. So I saw this and I jumped in. I was like, $99, like, screw it. I've wasted more than that at the movies. So I say I jumped in because he was a little skeptical.
Oh yeah. Once you see those checks come in, you'll continue to want more. So you'll do whatever you got to do to get to it. So let's get it.
So results driven dude right here. I obviously love the results, love getting out of debt, paying for our kids' childcare, because childcare, was more than our mortgage. That's ridiculous. But what I loved more was the people I found in it. Like, Sean and Mel brought us on, and we've actually been out to their house. I've been out for 2 weeks in Vegas, 2 different times, and just like growing and learning and being around like-minded people that want to grind and get it and hustle as much as we do. Like, I actually like these people. What the heck? I'm not like a mean person, but like, I like these people. And it's because they have the similar mindset and they want everyone else to succeed. Like, that's the crazy part. So now you see moving boxes behind us. We're actually selling our house, and we were going to upgrade houses, but now I actually think that we're going to be moving out of state, maybe. I don't know, moving around for a year while our kids are still young. But it's super exciting things happening because we decided to click on the button to buy the $99. Ooh, $99 is so much. No, like, we put it on our credit card. Let's get real, guys. And we jumped in and we put forth the effort and hustled it. So click on the button and let's go, guys.
Let's go. Get it.
Thanks for having us out.
I like that. Awesome. So one other question I saw, I actually skipped this earlier. Will I be able to do this from my iPad or phone? I currently don't have access to a laptop 24/7. No problem at all. You can do this from your phone, from a tablet. We have had people make as much as $20,000 with nothing but a smartphone. We had a guy over 4 or 5 months. I don't know exactly how much he made over that time period. I know at the end of his 4th or 5th month, he had a $37,000 month. Okay, so if that's all he made over 4 or 5 months, that'd still be incredible. But $37,000, he did that from a Samsung tablet and a smartphone. He was talking to me about it, and he mentioned like how well he had done that month, and I was congratulating him and all this. And then he mentioned something. I was like, wait, you don't have a laptop? And he was like, no, I've never had a laptop. And I'm like, well, you need to go buy one. Now that you've made $37,000, if you're going to call yourself an internet marketer, go buy a laptop, right? So, at that point, he went and bought the top MacBook Pro, spent about $3,500 on it. Now he's got a nice, effective tool that he can use and not have to, piddle around on his phone all the time. But again, this system is so, we do so much of the back end stuff for you that it literally is like point and click, copy and paste. You can do all that with a phone or a tablet. So don't worry. Don't let that be something that holds you back. I can't start an online business because I don't have a laptop. It's 2018. You don't need one. You do need an internet connection, but you can get that at McDonald's for free. I know, because like 2.5, 3 years ago, whatever, about 2.5 years ago, getting close to 3 years at this point, I was using free Wi-Fi for McDonald's with working off an old laptop and trying to make some money, and I was living in my truck and I made it work. So you can make it work too. This wasn't around at that point. This system You know, it didn't exist. This was a dream, and now it's a reality. So we are going to have our heavy hitters, our closers, come on out. The original power couple, Sean and Melissa Malone. Come on and tell your story.
What's up, Coach? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Oh man, every day is a
Great.
holiday because of you and the system.
Okay, that was so cheesy. That was like a Hallmark gift card or something. Whatever.
Write that down. Write that down.
Every day is a holiday because of you. Wow. I'm gonna post that on your Facebook or something.
I hope you do. Please do. What is up, guys? Sean and Melissa Malone, original power couple. We are so excited to be here tonight. Grateful that we had a chance just to share a couple of minutes. We'll be really fast. When we got started in this program, it was about 22 months ago. We were sitting there watching this thing with like our eyes wide open, and we were super skeptical because we're like, what is this thing all about? I don't even know. But all I could tell you is that the slideshow that I just saw at that time when I was sitting in that chair, I remember the hair stood up on the back of my neck, and I was my heart started beating faster. And I was just like, this seems right. Like deep down in my gut, I was like, there's something right about this, but I don't know everything. Like I'm really like hesitant, but excited. And I mean, is that how you felt, Viv? I mean, like we were just we had been searching for 10 years for something that brought together all the parts and pieces. And we tried everything from multi-level marketing and had massive with that. We tried building an eBay store. That was a disaster.
Forex, stock market trading.
Yeah, we tried a lot of different
Real
things.
estate.
We ended up spending about $45,000 on programs that straight up caused us to fall flat on our face. Just wham, right? And when we saw this thing, it was like, whoa, mentorship. That was a whole new concept. And then we started hearing like the results of people having in this community, and we're like, no more. And then we saw the business plan, and like the 3 pillars. That's it, right? You got to have a high converting sales funnel. I didn't know what a sales funnel was at the time, and you got to have high quality traffic. Like you got to know how to find that. And I was like, okay, that seems right. So we hit that orange button. We saw it. Blown away. I really thought it was going to be like some hokey something or another. I pressed that orange button. We got in. We went through this process. It was just incredible. And next thing you know, we ended up coaching. Grilled him like 10 million questions, and he spent a little bit of time with us. And then I was just blown away because everything was there. The mentorship, the community, all the products and all the stuff. The training was wicked. But then the biggest part was I could call Coach Odom on the phone. I could talk to him. I could ask him questions. I asked him a lot of questions, and I can tell you the person that asks questions stays on it and hustles like the digital hustlers you just heard from Jaylee and Mike. Love those guys. That's it. This business works. And we have gone on to make multiple 6 figures. 95 days in, we left our jobs like 100%. 3 months. Think about that. 3 months from where you're at right now. Like, what would it be like to fire boss? Put that in your mind. Jump in this program and get started. Coach, thank you so much for being that one want to not get involved with. Like, hit that button and get started.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it. That's it, guys. I think that exhausted all the questions. Let me do one final check here. We are running off on time anyway. Yeah. So this webinar this broadcast will not be live on Monday. We're going to keep this recording up so you guys can access that information. We got some special stuff coming out just for our team here. So if you are on right now, or you're watching this over the weekend, you really want to jump right in. So you can get access to that. But yeah, congratulations to everyone that got started. Looking forward to working with you and welcoming you into our community here. And looking forward to seeing you crush this thing and make 2018 your breakout year. Make those 6 figures, get out of your job, get free, get out of debt, travel the world, and start living your life the way you want to live it. Have a good night.